Hi guys, and welcome back to day 2 of Manchester Comicon 2025. We are re-recording this video due to an error of recording when we was away last week.
We did also forget to put the room tour in the first video, so here it is now. So here is the room tour. So there's our front door. In here, small toilet. Then from the toilet we move around. So we've got a little sinky situation, Ella. Then in here, a shower. It's quite spacious. Then from the shower we've got the bed, but it's a full bunk bed situation, and then the bed that we sleep on. I won't be going up there though. Then got a little coat hanger area. That's the view of the car park, and you can see the trams going past, and then TV and a little desk area. So overall, quite snug and cosy. Not as big as the last one, but they'd all do.
So, as part of obviously trying to figure out our budget and things like that, the hotel's like a big thing. So, I'm not sure if it's because we enjoyed ourselves so much in Birmingham, staying at the Crown Plaza Hotel, but this time we decided to stay in a budget Ibis hotel in Salford Keys, and it wasn't the best experience. The room was quite small. It's not like a major issue or anything, but when you're used to having space and comfort and you sacrifice obviously for price, saying that, it was still very expensive considering it's supposed to be a budget hotel. We did stay there for 4 nights though, but we will not be returning to an Ibis budget. Probably a normal Ibis would be absolutely fine because they do typically have more space in them, but I'm absolutely okay with that. But yeah, I think if it ends up costing us an extra £50 to £100 more, I'd much rather stay in a comfier hotel.
My issue was the bed. It was very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It kept waking us up, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
And we did have issues with the cleaners moving things in different places to what they originally was. Like, we get it, you've got to come in and obviously like clean the place, but it just seemed... It didn't seem like they actually cared. And I don't know, you tell us if we're wrong on this, but typically when you get, obviously a hotel, you get your towels. When you're done with your towels, say you've used them a couple of times and you want fresh ones, you put them on the floor to show that they're ready to be swapped out. Most hotels I've stayed in, it's been that. But this time, they hung one of the towels back up and re-rolled up the same towel and put it on the bed for some reason. Again, I'm not sure if it's because it's a budget one, but I'm pretty sure the last time I stayed in the budget one in Sheffield, they just swapped the towels out. But yeah. So we'll stay in one of them again. Probably, hopefully we can find somewhere probably around the same price, because as I said, it was quite expensive. It was around the £300 mark, I think.
Just shy of 300 quid.
So
we'll find out at the end of this video. Yeah. So with day 2, we did a lot more walking around compared to day 1. I think day 1 it was quite a lot, whereas day 2 was a lot easier, a bit smoother.
Yeah.
We did end up having a lie-in with day 2 and took our time to get ready. So I think we got to the venue about 10:30. So I think day 2 we enjoyed a lot more because we was a bit more refreshed.
Yeah, because I was tired from the day before, and the day before that was just catching back up on sleep that we'd missed out on, and like actual physical rest and recovery.
Yeah. We noticed when we'd got there we didn't have to queue very long to get in. Apparently we didn't need to queue at all, but we did. I think we were just following people with other weekend like wristbands, but we could have just walked straight in. But again, the queuing situation for day 2 was a lot smoother.
Yeah.
They ended up putting like barriers up, so there was a clear like one-way system of getting in and out. So there wasn't as crowded, quite easy, convenient. So that was nice. Speaking on the queuing, I think we touched a little bit on the day one video, but the queuing system for the autographs and the photographs was a lot smoother compared to other experiences.
So it was much more efficient queuing up this time round. Instead of just having the one barrier set of the snake queue, they had a gap where people could walk through still, so it wasn't taking up tons of space, and then they also had another one. And I don't know if that's why, but it definitely helped like the efficiency of the queues and people being able to maneuver around instead of there just being random lines going to different people.
Because I know we've touched on it before for like previous events that it seems if you get there early, the queuing system and your photos, your autographs, whatever, it's quite easy to get to.
Yeah.
Whereas if you go later on in the day, it's chaos. Our photo with the boys, we got, I think it was about 2:30 or something our time slot was. So I was expecting it to be like quite chaotic, but it was actually very, very smooth. I think it was only queuing for about 20 minutes to half an hour, like it wasn't that long, like compared to other times we've been queuing for like 1 to 2 hours.
It was still a decent sized queue as well.
Yeah, it wasn't very, I wouldn't say it was small, it was like quite large, but the queuing system, a lot better. Quite enjoyed that.
So earlier on in the morning, well I'm saying the morning when we actually arrived there, we needed some scran. Well, I needed some scran. So I ended up going to the street food place, got myself a sausage and bacon sandwich, and that was only £7. And I know to some people that still might sound a lot, but it was a decent portion size. It was actually very filling.
It was quite big, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's about, say like that big.
But like it was thick cut bacon, decent sized sausages, and the taste and quality was definitely there, I'd say. I would get it again if we ever went back because it was it was enjoyable.
I think you got 3 sausages and 3 bacon in it, so it's not like you was getting a small portion.
Yeah.
So I can't remember what the place was called, but I'd got salt and pepper chicken bites. There was quite big chunky bits of chicken, so it's not like, you know, like a small like chicken nugget, it was like quite thick, juicy pieces. Again, that was a really massive portion. That was only £7. It filled me up, and then I had to pass them to you because it was too much of a big portion for me. And you got things like your spring onion, your crispy onions, the pepper pieces in there as well.
And sriracha mayo, was it?
Yeah, I think it was a sriracha mayo that you got with it on the side. But all in all, it was quite a large portion. You could get like a fries version, so like salt and pepper fries instead, which was only £5. But I thought I'd pay the £7 for the chicken because protein.
Yeah, protein.
Needed the protein.
Protein.
But I think we mentioned it with the pizza. Like I was expecting it to just be like sort of, you know, okay food, but it was all so nice. The salt and pepper chicken place that had other things like spring rolls, dumplings. I think they had some like bao buns as well.
Yeah.
All of it looked fantastic, and again, it was all like reasonably priced. Like I think that's the one thing that surprised me the most with Manchester was how
well priced
the food was. So well done, Manchester. A bit upset that we didn't get to try more food, but we're hoping to go back to For the Love of Horror in October, I think it is. So if we've got the same food places, we'll try some more. So we did also get some donuts from Project D, I think the name is. They're quite large. They're slightly expensive, but you can sort of understand the price for how big the donut actually is. So it was £6 per donut, but you can get 4 for £20. But we just got 2.
Yeah.
We should have probably got 4, but we didn't. You got the pink one, the pink Homer Simpson style donut. I got, I think it was a white chocolate and bueno one. I didn't really enjoy mine. But I think if I'd have got the pink one that you got, I would have enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was just the white chocolate for me, because I'm a bit weird with white chocolate. I only like Milky Bar. So it just wasn't hitting the spot, but I enjoyed the bueno that was in it.
Yeah.
And the Nutella.
So I enjoyed both donuts.
Yeah.
So obviously I ate my pink one, and then because Holly didn't want hers, I did the majority of that as well. I actually preferred yours more because it had like a massive dollop of like Nutella under it all as well. So because of like the portion size of the donut, you get typically roughly the same at like Batched, for example. I do the same type of pricing for like large pieces of sweet food. Yeah. So for me, I really enjoyed the donuts. Price was reasonable for the size.
They had the cookies there as well this time, which I think are the same price, £6 each, 4 for 20. Usually they only have one or the other, so the donuts we first got in Liverpool last year, and we've not seen them again since, because it's just been the cookie club. And then I was quite surprised that you had the choice of both the donuts and the cookies this time around.
Because the donuts for me was better.
But I preferred the cookies.
See, I was a bit devastated when we went back in November to Liverpool and it was a cookie one instead of the donuts, and I was just like, oh, I was looking forward to having the donuts.
But I actually enjoyed the cookies, so I should have got the cookie and you should have got a donut.
That would have made far more sense.
Yeah, it would have.
It's too late now.
Next time. So the best part about day 2 for me was our photo opportunity with the boys group.
Yeah, so normally when you get a photo of people, you kind of have a bit of a freeze-like moment where you don't know what to do, so you just pose for like a standard photograph. But we wanted to like make it slightly different this time, and granted we did end up copying other people.
But I think it was a bit of a trend, that sort of style photo with them.
Because when you get a photo with like the boys cast, I mean the show's already messed up as it is, and it's got a lot of swearing and stuff in. So we did pull a pose using the middle finger. It was such a fun experience, and actually getting to say hi to them all. It was all very nice.
Yeah, they was all very chatty as well.
Yeah.
And seemed like really like into being there. You, as you can see from the photo, you was at the end with Erin and Valerie.
Yeah.
You was the one that initiated the photo, and
Real Charlie was just like, can we put... And obviously they obliged and went along with it.
Well, Valerie said to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a fun experience. It still throws me off because the actress that plays Ashley from the series,
she's lovely.
She's like, really nice.
Obviously I didn't expect it to be horrible in real life, but like it's just so weird, like seeing her play Ashley who turned into a bit of a nasty person. She was like really, really nice. Like she had like a real long conversation with me. Like normally like for photo opportunities you're in and out, but she was like trying her best to like have a full conversation.
Yeah. Like
asking how it was, how the weekend's been, like what we're gonna be doing. Like she was great. But yeah, Nathan, who plays Black Noir, is huge.
Yeah, he's a tall guy.
Like we're not small people. Like you're 6 foot.
On the dot, yeah.
I'm 5'10". So it's very strange for us when we have to look up at people, but he was huge.
I think he must be around 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
I'm gonna check now.
Yeah, have a look, see how tall he is. As you can see from the photo, like he makes Curtis look quite short.
6'2", so he's only 2 inches taller than me. I think he was on his tiptoes.
He wasn't on his tiptoes.
Well, if he's 6'2" and I'm 6 foot, there's no way that's just 2 inches in that photo.
You're not really 6 foot, remember?
I know I was harsh. I am 6 foot.
You're not, you're 5'11".
This is getting cut out. I am 6 foot.
You're 5'11".
No, I'm 6 foot on the dot. I got measured by a tailor.
You must have shrunk since then.
No, I was kind of like arched over to kind of get down to Valerie's level because she's a lot smaller than what I am. But yeah, it was a very fun experience.
Yeah.
I think if they ever go to any of the events and you like the boys,
I'd recommend meeting them.
Yeah, you'll have fun with them.
We were originally going to see Hayden. He was the whole reason we was going to Manchester in the first place, but unfortunately he cancelled the week before.
Due to filming Ashoka season 2, which
is a bit upsetting when we first found out, but then when it was announced a couple of days before we went that it was actually for Ashoka series 2, was both like, okay, well fair enough, we'll let you off. Yeah, so we're getting more out of Hayden. Yeah, it was a bit upsetting, but not saying that the boys sort of replaced him, because you can't replace Hayden, but it was like, it was a good alter option.
Not to say that Oscar wasn't, because he is in his own rights a good, like, he's a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
I love him as Moon Knight, and obviously he did appear in the Star Wars series as well. But for me, I wouldn't put him on the same bar as Hayden, but that's just for me personally.
I was hoping it'd be Ewan McGregor, but it wasn't.
No.
If you can hear this, Ewan, please come to a Comicon. We didn't have much time to get any other like autograph selfies, photo opportunities, because we tried to do as much as we could in the 2 days.
Yeah.
I think we did say if Neil Fanning ever goes to another Comic-Con, we'll do him and Will Miller and Ralph Little, because they were quite funny over the full weekend.
I was quite devastated with that because I wanted to meet Ralph Little.
You did sort of semi-meet him though. He spoke,
I did, yeah, we did, yeah, we talked to him and I didn't even have to pay for it.
Yeah, they're going to a few other events, which hopefully we might be able to go to at some point this year. I think there was getting a photo of the
He was,
droid
but obviously
moving.
we was in it.
And it's just me looking real confused because I didn't realise it was him until after he walked away, which is quite embarrassing really. Sorry, Ralph.
So we spoke to the guy from
99th Garrison.
He's the guy that you'll see going around with his little drone, which is an R299. He is at all the events for it. They also do run a charity themselves as well. There is an interview coming up with them, just like we did with the Ghostbusters group for the East Midlands. We've done the same thing with these guys. So that video will be coming next week. Yeah, so that was quite an interesting experience. He did also have a little fun with his R2 coming towards us so we could get some nice footage of it for you.
I don't think we got a video of it, but he kept going up to the Ghostbusters table with the little, is it the R2?
Yeah, the
R299,
R299, yeah.
yeah. And it was playing the Ghostbusters song. So obviously it was a bit like confusing, like that's not the right genre. The guy's quite cool. It's the same as the Ghostbusters, like East Midlands. He makes and builds all of them.
Yeah.
So he's got that, and there's a little Grogu that he's got as well that he's built. Did he say that he's worked on Lucasfilms as well?
He did. He has worked with Lucasfilms also. That he talks about. I think he talks about in the interview.
He does, I think. That's where I remembered it.
So one thing that was massively interesting about day 2 was the amount of cosplayers that turned up.
Day 2, I think we mentioned in day 1 there was a lot, and we said it might be because obviously it's such a smaller condensed environment that we've actually noticed more people. But day 2, there was only like a small majority of us that weren't in any form of cosplay. Like there was a lot more.
Like there must have been at least like a 40-50% increase in cosplayers on that day.
So I'd say on the Saturday there was about 45% of people in cosplay. Sunday there was about 65, I reckon. Like there was a lot of people. Some of the things we're not familiar with.
Obviously you got your typical like anime like type ones and stuff. There's a large chunk of people that dress up in them as them characters. There's game characters. I think I saw 3 Jinxes from League of Legends just on that one day.
There was a lot of Superman. There was a lot of Star Wars related, which is quite standard. There was a lot of the boys like cosplay this time around. We met quite a few different boys groups. Yeah,
and not just as individuals as well, there was in groups.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that have gone together as like a big group of boys, but then there was a few individuals. Like there was a lot of butchers, which was surprising because like you'd expect it to be like Homelander as like one of the main characters.
There was more people dressed up as Firecracker than anyone else from the boys series.
Yeah, which you'd expect it to be Starlight considering there was both there this weekend and Starlight's like the good character. But there was a lot of Firecrackers. Like, it was really, really surprising actually. We did also see a male Starlight and a female Homelander.
Yeah.
Which was quite fun to see, like the crossover of like.
It's a universal crossover.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. Like the cosplay this time around. Like obviously at other events we've been to, there has been a lot of cosplay, but this time it was like very unique. Like everyone's gone all out for it.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just someone dressed up in like a costume or like a suit, for example.
Yeah.
Like a lot of effort has been put into like all the cosplays throughout the full weekend. The Lady Gandalf like someone turned up in stilts and she was about 10 foot tall as Gandalf, and she was fantastic. Like that whole outfit
was next level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like things like that we've like never really seen before. I think the best one that we've seen in previous events was the Halo dude, because he was really tall.
Yeah, and super detailed suit.
Super detailed, a lot of effort put into it. But like, this is what I mean, like a couple of times where we've been, it's just been like a couple of people that we've noticed have been like, oh, well, that's really cool. This time around there was so many. I'm still saying my favourite one, hands down, was Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Like that whole outfit.
I need to re-look through my photos that I've taken.
Yeah, but don't forget that's another video that we're doing. You get to see all the photos that we've taken.
Yes. And we will give you our top 5.
Yes. So still on the cosplay talk, we don't know if there's something new that's going on with Adventure Time.
Yeah, because there was a lot of people dressed up as Finn and the Princess from it.
But like not just on one day, like throughout the full weekend there was a lot of different couples or a lot of different individuals that was just dressing up as either Finn or the princess or both together.
Yeah.
It was weird, like because I've not watched Adventure Time in like several years, so I don't know.
I've not even completed it, but I know that I did like it when I watched it. It's just lots of series and new movies come out and you end up getting a massive backlog of all the stuff that you need to watch.
But if something new is happening in Adventure Time that we don't know about, could you please let us know? Because it was like, we've never seen like Adventure Time cosplay before at any of the events.
No.
So it was just odd to see like the sheer amount of people.
Yeah. And it wasn't just the Finn hat that the person was wearing, actually the full outfit.
Full like t-shirt, shorts, backpack, the whole shebang. We also saw the French couple.
So there's a couple that I initially thought was mams, then come to the realisation they're not mams because they don't have painted faces and the red dots on each cheek. It was just 2 French-looking people with baguettes on the back. I had to go and ask the second couple that we'd seen dressed up as them from what it was referred to, which was Expedition 33, which is a game. I had played it, but I was having issues winning the game and stuff, even though I shouldn't. But was having issues. It was weird to see that because there was at least, again, 4 couples dressed up as these characters, the exact same characters.
Because on the Saturday you got a photo of one couple, and then on the Sunday that's when we saw like another 3, and I was like, what is this? Like, it must be something that's quite popular considering we've had about 8 people over the weekend dressed up as it.
I remember it's released it and people was going nuts over the game, talking how good it is. It does have some big actors in there.
Yeah, so there's quite a few like big names in it.
Yeah. So there's Andy Serkis that we got to meet, and then Charlie Cox, which we might be able to meet.
Yeah, we'll come on to that.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a couple of big voice actors in that game as well.
So our next official con that we're going to will be on the 31st of August, and it's at York Racecourse. It's just an Unleashed event one, so it's just for the one day rather than the full weekend. So we'll be going there. We've booked in Telford Comicon and Liverpool. We've booked in a couple of guests as well so far, but I'm assuming definitely Liverpool will be getting more people because there's a cracking lineup so far. Next one would be York Racecourse for definite, and then Telford at the end of September, Liverpool in November. We're trying to get to Scotland in October, so we can meet Hayden and
the actress that plays the Shocker.
I can't remember her name. Yeah. So hopefully 3rd time's the charm, because we missed him in Liverpool in May. Missed him now in Manchester. So hopefully we can get him pinned down for October. We are trying to sneak another little cheeky day session in for 2 weeks' time. It's also another Monopoly events one for the love of fantasy. Hopefully get to meet Charlie Cox.
Yep.
We will update you on Instagram if that is a go. Just trying to move some things around. It's going to be a long day, I can tell you that now. So that's our plan so far. We are going to have like a few extra cons throughout the whole of the year, but the next official one is York Unleashed. Hopefully we can get in full fantasy for a day beforehand.
And hopefully, because we're messaging them in advance at Monopoly events, we will be able to get some other potential footage of different areas that I don't get to see possibly. I don't know how it fully works, but I'm just gonna try and ask, because we want to be able to bring you newer content that's different as well.
I think the highlights of the weekend was definitely the cosplay.
Yeah.
That was number one. Fantastic effort from everyone that went. Meeting the boys group, because that was a really fun experience. And then I'd say the Cantina bar as well. I know we've mentioned that the drinks were slightly expensive, but I think the overall experience was, yeah,
it was definitely a lot of fun. So this was the total cost for the trip, and we're going to break it down now for you.
So bearing in mind we was there from the Friday afternoon until Tuesday morning, so it's 4 full days. So the weekend entry tickets for Manchester Comicon, so both of us for the standard 9 o'clock entry, was £103.90 in total. Then the train tickets, so return from Hull to Manchester, was £41.70. Recommend using the TrainPal app and getting yourself a rail card, because I think before the rail card discount that was about 90 quid. Then the hotel was £294.48. The food, so I'm not recommending doing this, but it was just easier for us. We bought some Uber Eats vouchers on ClearPay. I think if you was to do it individually, our full total that we'd spent on food, drink for the full weekend was £294.50, but we had £150 worth of Uber Eats vouchers, so that helps us out massively, but again, I'm not recommending doing that. Tram tickets, so for 4 singles for the full time was £11.20. Taxis, so getting from our house to the station and back, and then a couple of Ubers throughout the full weekend as well, that came up to £50.98. We took £250 spending money, so £125 each, and then the photo for the boys cast was £179. So our full total for the full weekend was £1,225.76. Okay, so one of our video ideas for next year is trying to do Comic-Con on a budget. So the full weekend, we'll just do the Saturday and the Sunday and try and get it as cheap as possible. So just to prove that you can do it.
With that, we hope you enjoyed, and we hope you like, share and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye!
Bye.